Alright, hello everybody, we are back. This time with some more PvP, just like last stream. And I mean, pretty much all of my Dragon Quest streams from now on are going to be PvP. So, if you enjoy that, awesome. If you don't, I apologize, but there's not a whole lot of like post-game content I can think to do here, except if I wanted to finish out the Monsterpedia, which I don't have a particular interest in doing. It's not like I'd be racing to be the first, and it's just a lot of grinding to get the right sort of synthesis and leveling and such. So PvP is more my style, and that's what I'm going to continue with. Last stream I kind of struggled with PvP. I just had some of the monsters I kind of enjoyed using that I used in the very end of the story, just some S-rank monsters that I thought looked cool. And while we won some battles, when we actually got into it, faced a team of somebody who knew what they were doing, I struggled severely. So decided I needed to remake a team, and what I decided on is I kind of took inspiration from the team that interested me the most that I lost to in the last stream, which was this kind of spiked hair focused team. So spiked hair is kind of the main focus of this team. It has the traits Ultra Crafty Sleeper, makes it really easy to put the enemy to sleep. When it's large size, it also has Sleepy Touch, so regular attacks sometimes put the enemy to sleep. Also can confuse, and it's the same thing, regular attacks can confuse. So basically, anytime the Horned Hare attacks, it can either sleep or confuse the enemy, and it's got a high chance to do so. And it also has Collective Punishment, which anytime it uses an attack, it'll just use it on every single opponent. So it hits the entire team, potentially putting them all to sleep. It's a very strong control unit, probably the strongest in the game. Nexo, hello, welcome. And then also Tactical Trooper allows it to attack a couple times. So it's like, this is a top tier monster in the game. I normally don't like playing meta in other games, but it's quite strong. And so I picked it up, and as far as its skill trees, I didn't know exactly what to do, and it could probably be optimized further. But I got Attack Booster 4, so its attacks do more damage. Agility Booster 4, so it can go first before it gets attacked. And then I just kind of have a filler skill tree. I just wanted something with Auto Restora, but it's also nice for Sandstorm, because I can lower the accuracy of my opponent without waking them up or knocking them out of confusion. Also, Mercurial Thrust is just in case I need to finish off something really quick. So it was just kind of like a nice filler tree. Lord Weaver, thank you for the lurk. So that's kind of the main monster I have. It's also got a really strong resist chart. Like, I'm completely immune to sleeps and stuns, although I don't know if I'm immune to the stun from, I forget the thing, but when a monster dies, it just stuns you. But it's a little weak to ice, and Crystal Linda is one of the top like magic attackers in the game, which is a bit sad. But she's also fairly vulnerable to CC, so it's not too bad. YBL, hello, welcome. As far as my like tank support, I picked up a gem slime. I sort of messed up. I put HP booster on the thing, but you can kind of see that in its stats, the HP is oranged out. Apparently that means it's its hard max. Like, you can't increase its HP any further. I thought maybe if you had a booster it could go past it. I don't know. I don't know exactly how all the stats work in this game yet, but I kind of ended up with a useless skill tree on it. But at least hitting the max is good. I just went a little overkill. So I've got HP booster, I've got defense booster, because this thing's going to be taking a lot of hits, so I wanted to make sure it can survive as long as possible. And then Altruist is its innate skill tree. The main thing is its selflessness. It's basically like Follow Me from Pokemon, where you will the monster that uses selflessness will take all hits from the opponents for a turn. If you get CC'd after using selflessness, crowd controlled, then it stops activating and your other monsters can attack. And it also has like priority, it's able to go first. So, I mean, it's just a super strong move. You'll basically see it in any sort of competitive setting. Somebody has a tanky support using Selflessness. And then it's just got a couple healing moves. Right as Rain, it's just kind of nice. Breath Reflect. Breath isn't super strong, it doesn't seem like, but there's a couple breath attacks that have potential to stun, so being able to at least reflect those is good. And then Intense Defense and Miss Me are just other moves that can reduce damage a whole bunch, which can be valuable depending on the situation. And then I only trained up these two. It takes about 1 to 2 hours to train up a couple monsters, it seems like, which is honestly very reasonable. But I didn't know exactly what I wanted for my third slot, which is kind of the damage dealer. Because the Spike Tear is it's more like a speedy crowd control support. The Gem Slime is a tank support, and then I need something to do damage. I know when I faced an opponent with this team, he used some weird monster that I hadn't seen before. It's, here. I have the wiki pulled up because the queue times are going to be long, and I wanted to be able to show you guys stuff. No, it's S. Be able to reference stuff directly when I mention it. He had this thing, Kolasmos, and apparently it has a skill tree that gives it a move that hold fire. So it's like Solar Beam. You hold the amount of damage, or you don't do anything turn 1, but then turn 2 it does Outrageous, which is the highest amount of fire elemental damage on all enemies. Problem is, I don't know how it deals damage. I think it only did like 400 or 500, which is kind of mediocre once you get into the competitive scene. But I think the advantage is that it can't be fizzled, so it's not considered a spell. It cannot be... I think it goes through like Confusion because it's just it's a hold turn, and I think it might even go first. I'll have to look into that more. But I know that it's similar to Kakraggle, which is like the Earth move. I don't know. We'll just kind of jump into some matches. I think a good way to warm up every time is just gonna do the quickfire contest. Get the daily rewards, and we can kind of see how we do. Currently letting your Joy-Cons charge before getting back to shiny hunting. In the new DLC. You hunting for anything specific? Yes, new set of opponents. A friend of mine's also hunting Indigo, and he's just getting as many. He's getting like 3 or 4 shiny Litwicks, like 3 of them, so he has 1 of everyone in the line. It seems like when you do the quickfire battle here, it starts off with easier matches, and then it'll give you harder ones towards the end. So I'm not surprised to just win this many in a row. I'm curious to see how many we're gonna win. I did do this yesterday, and I got 27. So I think 22 is on the lower end this time, Mr. Bossy, but welcome as well. Been after the starters, currently after Squirtle. Gotcha. Bulbasaur is my favorite of the Gen 1s. Okay, so there's one loss. Well, we're coming back with more wins now. Okay. Wow, we only lost 1 battle. See, that is the difference between yesterday's team and this one. Cosmic Chimera, so we just got a monster. Yep, I don't even know what this is. Is that the pink Chimera that I see around? Yeah, it is. That'd be a free rank B. Take it for sure. So, I'm immediately interested to see what we lost to here. For what it's worth, both of these are like S tier monsters. Because if we go and look at the wiki again, which I'll probably refer to a lot today. They have the rank X here and the rank A here, so it's not surprising to see that these two beat me. But let's watch the match now. Oh no, I pressed A. Previous result. So one of the biggest things determining whether I win or lose matches is if my opponent has any sort of stat resists, or like a crowd control resist. Because it's not super surprising to see... Yeah, so I get the confusion here. But it's not so super surprising to see opponents that have something... Why are you using attack? Use Sizzle, please. Okay, it's not surprising to see monsters that have high resists to like sleep and confusion, because they're one of the main forms of crowd control, it seems like. Ah, yeah, I just got wrecked here. So a lot of people are running skill trees that allow them to have those sort of resists. You guys know each other? That's cool. You like most Temtem streamers, but Mag watch whenever you play. Aw, thanks. Yeah, it's always good to have you around. Yeah, so that one was a loss, and honestly, I don't think there's any world where we could have won. But winning so many other matches, like, I'm curious to watch some of these, because these guys have their teams maxed out as well. Look at some of these monsters are so cool. That one on the right, whatever that is, looks sick. Yup, confusion, sleep, attacking his own allies. Get a sizzle off. Tons of damage, tons of it. Yeah, he just can't do anything. Gets a halitosis off, but I'm able to survive. And then I get a critical sizzle just to finish things off. So I mean, that's kind of why I chose Snipevine as my main damage dealer. It's pretty crazy when it gets an attack off, and getting a crit like that is even better. Yeah, I see teams like these, they have healers. Because most things in the slime family, and even the little white fluffy guy here, I think is a healer. It seems like healers just aren't all that strong. It's very interesting. I would have thought healers were definitely the way to go, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. We'll watch one of these, and then we'll get into some actual competitive matches. Insta bounce. So that's a bit dangerous for Sizzle, and we get reflected on me if I use it. But I just got confusion sleep on all of them. So there's not even any specific reason to do anything. We'll just chip them down a little bit, continue inflicting statuses as we can. But sometimes when the rabbit attacks them and they're already asleep, it's a bit questionable because he may end up waking them up without putting them back to sleep. Like that. He just woke up the middle two. But Gem Slime's doing this job really well of taking hits. Omni Heal doesn't do enough damage there. Cause Sizzle is super strong, but once again, like, it does get reflected. Okay, now the only thing alive is Healer, which just died to buff its allies. Now, I got another one down. That's the secondary healer gone. This is the last round, though. So if I was in control here, I would probably just try and stun them and then just stall. Just wait out the turn. I'm not actually doing a whole lot of damage here, but because I knocked out 3 and he only knocked out 2, I should win the tiebreaker. Yep, there we go. So that explains why I won. Okay, it doesn't let me skip after that point. But yeah, so that's kind of how the team works. It's basically just stun my opponents, or sleep them, confuse them, and then try and nuke them with a Kassizzle. You may notice I'm a bit higher ranked than I was last time. I tried to 2 ranked matches last night just to make sure that the team was viable, because I didn't want to have another stream, get like 2 matches, 3 matches into it, and just get destroyed every single time. And then be like, alright, well I gotta end the stream now because we can't win a darn match. But, I mean, I should have known with an S tier temp. It is going to be pretty solid. I think it'll fall off in viability as we get higher in rank, but let's see if we can at least break into silver, maybe a bit higher today. Probably going to be a bit shorter stream than... Okay. I had this issue yesterday. Let me fix it real quick. I gotta like reconnect to the Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna... Where is... There we go. I'll pull up the wiki while I do this. Yeah, I don't know. There's just a weird thing with the game where it'll actually just disconnect. Sometimes, or it won't connect in the first place. I'm not sure what causes it. It's super annoying to deal with. And it gives me that error, whatever it's supposed to mean. Well, let's see, I was saying... Yeah, it might be a shorter stream just because I don't know. So the majority of the player base for this game is in Japan. Pretty sure most Japan is like they're either just waking up or they're probably just sleeping. So we probably won't find a whole lot of opponents. In like an hour, we might get like 5 or 6 matches, and that feels kind of bad, honestly. Okay, hopefully it works now.
Babe, how you doing?
It connects there, and it's like fine. It connects here, and it's like fine. Then I search, and hopefully it works. Oh yeah, I already got a match, so that's good. The other thing is if we keep running into the same opponents, it's kind of nice to wait a little bit. I'm starting to understand a lot better how, or like what the monsters do and how they work. So the little archer guy and the griffin looking thing, they're both supports. They're probably both going to cast Selflessness. And then if we kill either of them, they're gonna stun me. Music's good? Yeah. I do like the battle music for sure. Critical crackle. Nah, Kadim only worked on him. I was hoping to... And my rabbit only attacked once. Thing in the boot is chilling. Yeah, that's his main damage dealer, and it's an ice attacker, which sucks. And I don't know why it keeps getting critical spells. I just... It can attack up to 3 times. That's nuts. So that was kind of like how we end up with a luck-based match. My rabbit only attacked once. He got 2 crits in a row, and he attacked 3 times. Time to solo. Hello. How's the PvP stuff going? Kind of just getting into it for the day. Quickfire contest had great results, but our first match we just had a loss. So don't know. It's a really strong ice attacker, but it has the potential to either attack once, or attack twice, or even attack 3 times. Because the first turn it only attacked once. It was faster than me. It's probably a glass cannon. I think if I got a hit off of it, it would... Why? Why is it doing this? I literally don't understand. Is that just... Like at first, my initial thought is that it actually finds an opponent for me, but maybe my opponent's connection isn't good, because it sounds like one or more opponents. Like it's not working. I don't know. Trying to grind rainbow eggs for skills all day with no luck. Yeah, I haven't really been trying to grind eggs myself much. I don't seem to have any issues with it. Are there specific skills you're trying to get? I feel like most of the stuff I'm able to get relatively easy just by grinding synthesis. I know that there's a few eggs that are they're like egg exclusives. And I'm lucky I haven't needed any of those for my fusions. There's 3 super overpowered rainbow exclusive ones. Okay. See, I'm still pretty new to the whole PvP scene of this game, and there doesn't seem to be any super detailed guide. So I'm kind of trying to either like interpret stuff from the translated Japanese wiki or from whatever this wiki is. It's like I can see what like the top ranks are. I don't exactly know what they are. I still haven't done much with accessories, even though I figured out you can equip those in PvP. It's kind of nice that they're actually explaining why the monsters are top tier now, which is super cool. So we can see stuff like this thing we saw earlier. It's just the best electric type attacker can revive and large size allows you to attack twice. Yep. This thing that I'm using, normal attack has sleep and confusion, multi-target, and I'm not sure what the increased resistance without special skills means. I didn't see anything about that specifically, but you know. And it's just got like traits, stats, and talent as individual ranks. This guy's got S's in all of them. This guy, these 2 are the supports we just saw, the Kroger and the Bodkin Archer. Because if we look at this thing, it's got personal grudge. That's the thing that stuns you if you kill it and lowers all stats. Major downer increases the duration and strength of stuff like personal grudge, so you basically want this thing to die. And then, if you're attacking it, so from selflessness, you can end up confusing something with your defense. So it's just, ugh. How did it bring me here? And then the Bodkin Archer. I found out that the bigger upper will always reflect spells and grant invincibility. So it's fast, it's practically immune, and then it casts selflessness, and then if it dies, it just uses personal grudge happens. So that's kind of why it's a top tier support. Doing a Dragon Quest guide. I'll look into it in the future. Right now, my understanding of the game is not good enough to do that. And a lot of the more basic guides that I was considering doing, like farming for metal slimes, I was debating on doing that. There's another channel called like Mon Guides or something that's already getting ahead of me on that and done most of them. I also just didn't want to directly steal guides from the wiki. That would feel kind of bad. But if I gain a better understanding of the Dragon Quest rank system, where I can get stuff and what's actually top tier, why it is, then I'll definitely look into doing some guides. I'm just gonna take it slow, kind of understand. Like Solo here tells me that there's exclusive skills for rainbow eggs that are OP, so I had no idea about that. So stuff like that I still gotta learn. And if I try and do a guide when I don't have all the information, it's not going to be a very quality guide. And I don't want to misinform people. Theory crafting. Theory crafting is definitely fun. It's one of my favorite parts of Monster Battlers. It's just, it's tough. A lot of stuff feels like it's luck-based in this game. It's like the monster we faced. It's actually only it's in tier 2. It's not criticals. Yeah. So here's what makes it easier to cast critical spells. I don't know what this increase is. I don't know what the base critical chance is. If it's like 1%, 2%, 5%. I don't even know what it increases it by. Because it casts 2 of them in a row. In a row. Is it 20% with this trait? 30%? 50%? It's a lot of stuff like that that I think is important info. Because it seems like you have to maximize your... maximize your numbers. Minimize chance as much as possible. But done the accessory farming? No. No, I haven't. So it's like, I don't know what the best accessories are. There's probably a section here on the wiki. Maybe. Best team. I don't. No. It's accessory. Let's see. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I don't think the wiki has accessories much, so I'm not sure exactly what to do. Found a few that give plus 100 stats. Only found agility wisdom for 100 on their own. Others are 30s, 40s. I have a couple agilities at 60. I got a ring from somewhere that gives me auto restora, which is kind of nice to have a whole passive and an accessory. I know that there was the Mon Guide channel or whatever I was talking about on YouTube. I think they were showing the title was like best agility ring in the game, and it was like plus 110. So if I need an agility ring, I could go for that. I probably should grab one for the hair. But I don't even understand how stats work fully. Because I know that there's like an innate maximum stat for monsters, but I don't know if there's ways to increase that or not. We got a match though. They actually have a... I wouldn't be super surprised if this is a story team. So if I instantly nuke them, don't be surprised. It used Kabuff instead of selflessness. Good Craggle. See, that was one of the moves I was talking about. Okay, so it's not a story team at least. So this is gonna hurt. Pretty bad, actually. Because I did not get to sleep on the monster that mattered. And I'm pretty sure that Craggle goes before selflessness. Yeah. Yep. Alright, I got triple confusion. Alright, we knocked out little guy on the left, last leg, so it's at like 0 health. Stat system is super convoluted. Yeah. Oh, it does have selflessness. What? Critical. Oh no, please, Kassizzle, just wipe it. Yeah, alright. So I heard that when you fuse 2 monsters together with synthesis, it'll take a quarter of each monster's stats. But I don't know if it's always just a quarter, or if it's a quarter of their stats added onto like some hidden base stats, or I also don't know how the skill tree, the booster skill trees interact with it. Because like I have an agility boost, or I have wisdom booster on my Snipevine. And with that, I have over 1,000 wisdom, but that seems kind of insane because I see some other monsters that are capped way earlier than that. That's just base stats. It combines the parent stats divided by 4 for level 1. Yeah, right. And then the boosters apply after. But is there still like an innate maximum? Because my gem slime has 2 higher HP parents as well as HP booster, but it's capped at 490 health. And can you potentially create monsters that are max in every single stat? Read that you can increase maximum stats based on the grandparents' parents' monster types. That's interesting. Just like, let me find the gem slime here. Because where is the stats? Yeah. Because it's just like, it says gem slime max stats 840. Like, excuse me? Why was I capped at 490 then? And then defense 1200. I have more than 1200 defense. So I don't really understand. Ninja, hello, welcome. Your gold slime is 1900 defense. That's insane. HP is like 550. That's just with shiny HP. So yours is higher. Not sure how to increase. Yeah, so my shiny HP, as you say, is 490. So why is yours 550 and mine 490? Is that because of the parent monsters that fused it together? Are there like specific monsters you want to synthesis? Always, just to maximize your stats? That, like, if it's gonna be something where you have to fuse like 4 S or X rank monsters together just to create the highest possible stat combination on every single monster, that's gonna make really high level team building just a nightmare. Basically, each monster type gives a bonus to stats. Grandparents are +1, parents are +2. So did you just learn all this kind of like by brute forcing from other streamers, or is there a guide somewhere? Slimes give HP and agility wisdom. So yeah, Ninja, hope you enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. Stumbled upon stuff across various websites. Yeah, I think the problem with some websites, I mean, a lot of stuff is like, it's all being translated. So while we may read something and think we understand it, it may actually mean something completely different. That's what I'm always afraid of. Yeah. Was the little cat mage even on here? Yeah, it's not in the top monsters at all. So I'm kind of curious why that guy was using it. Oh, I hear got a match. All right, so this is gonna be really interesting actually, because we both have the same strategy. Got a selflessness. He doesn't have selflessness. Spongy skin? Yeah, so rip my stamina. Not that I particularly need it. I am immune to sleep. That's what I... It says I'm immune to sleep. How am I asleep right now? Immunity can be reduced by traits. That's awesome. Well. That sucks. I did not know that immunity can be reduced by traits. I can't even like give commands right now. I'm just, and he's not. Oh, there! I finally wake up, but I'm at 51 health. Oh nope! I just died now. The guy with stun immunities, ultra stun res, is still stunned. That's. I don't know. I kind of don't. I don't like that mechanic. That's lame. That kind of removes a lot of unique counterplay. I'm just gonna give up. I don't actually have an attacking move on this slime. It's just meant to be full support. It's supposed to be the first one to die because of selflessness. Yeah, why can immunity be reduced? It's crazy.
I lost. Me?
Yeah, so I thought we were going to be in a good spot because he didn't have anything. He didn't have a selflessness monster. It also seems like having slower monsters just kind of sucks. Because Snipevine, it's not fast. It's got, I think, below average agility. So I get attacked and can't do anything before I die. So it feels like agility damage builds are where it's at. And that's probably why the boot monster we faced was good. I wanna say he's got good. Oh, I shrunk it. Oh, look, it bugged out again. That's why Damselfly is popular too. 5-star agility, decent traits, and that's it. Yeah, I feel like traits are so important because it's basically the only thing that outside of stats that make a monster different from the rest of them. Because Damselfly is like it's got the same stunner, dazzler sort of things that my bunnies got, except it's for those instead of sleep and confusion. So it's practically the same thing, except it's got benefaction. So when it dies, it gets a huge boost to everyone else. So you can keep it small. So rather than the rabbit, you have to run larger or large size so you can still do stuff. Traits and resistances over everything. Do the resistances even matter? Because apparently immunity just makes it so you can get wrecked. So I guess let me click on this thing. Oh, never mind. We found a match already. He's got a big gem slime with a Damselfly and an Umbra. For you Temtem players, the guy on the right's an Umbra. Sizzle. Just attack. And selflessness. You have to capture and train your monsters for PvP, or there's the equivalent to showing. Yeah, you gotta train everything manually. It's not that bad. See, I didn't get the sleep there. Sleep or confusion. This is gonna be dangerous because I don't have selflessness this turn. You see a website somewhere that's working out a damage sim though? That would be really useful. Nice. Crit, take out the Umbra. I don't know what this thing can. Of course it gets a frenzied state. See how my spell still hurt. Gold slime is technically immune to damage types. It must just be like a bad translation. It must not actually mean. Think of immunity with 100 resistance. Mostly. I guess I didn't understand that my traits were like reducing resistances. I always thought that they were increasing chance. Like, so like if let's say like the base status chance is 20% to apply sleep, and I have something that greatly increases that. Maybe it doubles it to 40% to sleep or confuse. But then 100% immunity would reduce it by like half. So it would go back down. Or like immunity would be completely nothing. Otherwise like 50% would be 50 and so on. That's how I thought about it. But I guess that's just wrong. This is taking a little while. It says no. That's not how it works, Ninja. It's way different. That's just how I was thinking about it because I didn't know how it worked. I still don't really know how it works. Spike Terrace just gotta go for Hatchet, man. Try and get a crit. Kill this thing. Ah, Frenzied State. Get the crit. Get the crit. Get the crit. No, get the crit. Much higher than Pokemon. Yeah, it definitely feels like it. It feels like everything has Serene Brace. It's which is not okay. Oh, you're gonna heal on me? Do you even know how the tiebreaker works in this, dude? Yeah, we're just gonna defend in your face. Enjoy your nap. Ah. I mean, we won this one. I don't really know what he's doing here. He's just stalling. Oh, so that's what happens. Okay. So that's really interesting. Because he used Kamikaze on his Damselfly, I actually didn't get the KO for it. And that team, what it looks like is probably the closest equivalent to a Doom team or a Perish Song team. Because he basically had Gem Slime as just an insane tank. He had the Umbra trying to inflict insta-kill moves. And then the Damselfly also used Kamikaze, which is a potential insta-kill move. It's just, they all have really low chance of landing. If he had got one, I probably wouldn't have won that. Gold Slime's... Yeah, it's just a really strong tank, Ninja, like literally the best in the game. It's just weak to status effects, yeah. So here's... It's kind of interesting. He doesn't have a selflessness user. Attack. Because the thing on the right's the hold fire that we fought last time. So I'm assuming that's what it's going to do this time as well. Ah. No, yeah, I didn't get the sleep on him. That hurts really bad. He's just going for Bright Splitter though. Which still hurts. If he attacks twice on his rabbit, I'm probably gonna be toast. Nope, he didn't. I got confusion. Sleep. Alright, we got it. Yeah, he got really unlucky there. He didn't get attacked twice on either of his turns. Frenzied State doesn't matter, we pretty much already won. Also with Evasive Impulse from Snipe Vine, it gains a lot of speed. Like, every turn it survives after half health, it just continuously gets increased evasion and speed, which is really huge. Yay, we got a rank up.
Hard work pays off.
Progress. You're right, the left letters in the UI, large and small. Large units count for 2 small slots. Correct. That is correct. But large monsters have like an increased stat total and also have a secondary set of passive abilities. There's like rabbit, like if it's small it only has these 3 abilities, but if it's large it gets these 3 additional ones, which are really important. And they're kind of unique between all monsters. Oh, come on, I got the stupid and this why every single time, and I don't even know why. Is this? Am I the only one experiencing this bug? I know I heard a lot of people were having connection issues with the game in general. I've been lucky not to experience any of that throughout my playthrough. But it makes trying to play PvP honestly really frustrating. I was experiencing this a little bit last night, but after I fixed it once, it didn't happen again, so I'm like, I'll be fine. I thought maybe it was just a time of day as well. You have the occasion, but you usually can just requeue. If I try and requeue, it gives me the error again. I have to like test my connection every time first. Switch servers are trash. Smash players complain a lot too. Yeah. It's still a cool console. Yeah, so the team I see the most often, I think if we look from yesterday and today, is going to be the rank A Serpent of the Scales here, paired with both supports, the Bodkin Archer and the... Oh, are you serious? It's still not working? I guess that maybe it never was working in the first place. You trying to fix something? Just try requeuing over and over. Serpent is electric? Yeah, it does electric damage. This got Altered Crafty Zapper and Zapmeister. The stupid last gasp ability is nuts too. Just completely revives something. And considering that on death, some of these weaker supports, or some of these supports just stun and lower all stats. Like the personal, I don't know. It feels like there's little to nothing I can do. I'm not, because apparently you can't run a stun immunity to prevent getting stunned. Oh, now I just find an opponent instantly. Watch a Pichu on the tier list anywhere. We'll check it out after this. Oh, what's that? There's another gem slime? What's that little middle guy? I haven't seen him, but I guess it's a diamond slime. It must be a diamond slime. Doesn't have the same immunities. Okay, interesting. A double selflessness with a rock bomb. What's a rock bomb do? Hit for tat. Oh, it reflects. It reflects statuses, huh? Oh, and that's interesting too. So even though... Oh wow, that's awesome. Not. So even though Snipevine was the one that killed the Kroger, it actually was gem slime that took the personal grudge because of selflessness. That's very interesting. What happened? He got lucky. You can demote. So that's my first time demoting, which is a little unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna check out the wiki on a couple things quick. Macho Picchu or whatever. I don't think I see it on here. Is that the white one or the yellow one? Either way, I'm not seeing it. And it's like, I don't know how reliable this is. Yeah, I don't see it. Let's see it. Is Rock Bomb on here? It's like, there's some monsters that just aren't on here. Let's just check all the monsters. Material, rank E. Rock Bomb. Alright, what does this thing do? Why did I get destroyed? It's got Tactical Titan. Performs 2 or 3 actions. So it guaranteed performs at least 2 and has potential to attack 3 times. And that time it got the 3 hits, which was just enough to finish me off. It has Ultra Crafty Banger, which is the increased damage on explosive attacks. Sleep Twitch. So even if I was able to put it to sleep, it would have punished me severely. Parting Gift. That's kind of interesting. Negates all damage suffered from critical. So I guess this is kind of like a counter to my strategy, more or less. Because even if I do put it to sleep, he'll actually do damage to me. And if I kill it, it'll probably kill me, do more damage than I can do to it. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. And then there was the Diamond Slime. That's not what these. So it's actually only a B rank. Monsters afflicted with stats here when you afflict. Yeah, so this is what it's got. I wish you could just click on the trait and it would tell you what other monsters get that, but I can't. It just leads you to the generic list of traits, and that's the one thing I don't like about the wiki. And even if you do like find it in here, like if I was to control for, it just says inherent to monsters. It doesn't list which monsters get it, which is it's just frustrating. The white one, don't see his crazy high physical DPS traits though. You want to test him. If you finish Monsterpedia, you can search in that, assuming you've. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I haven't done the Monsterpedia, and I don't have particular interest in doing that. But for matter of, it sucks that in-game is actually the best search engine for PvP. That's just how you've been searching. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean it's smart if you have it done. I feel like it's a lot of work to do it, especially if I don't have the mole hole. Good page for talents. Sure, you can drop the link. It would help. Because right now I still gotta jump through like 2 or 3. So it kind of worries me that it seems like a lot of this game is going to end up being matchup dependent. Because if I'm running this sleep strategy and I face one of those rock bombs or some other monster with sleep twitch or like a diamond slime that reflects it on me, it's just kind of an insta lose. And yet if I run something like the main meta combo of the Serpent to the Scales with the double supports, then it's just like somebody runs electric resist, and then all of a sudden your only way to deal damage is just kind of gone. And you just slowly beat down the supports until it's just you and the dragon left, and then you win. Honestly, it seems like if you have a monster with electric, ice, and like sleep resist, you're probably in good shape. It might almost be worth it to just run run a team with very high resists and then healing and just kind of outstall your opponent that way. Thank you for the link, by the way. It's just there's almost too many things to account for that you can't just do that though. It's not like we run into a lot of the team. We haven't even seen a lot of these carry. We haven't seen a Crystal Linda today. We haven't seen the Almighty today. Which seems kind of crazy for like top tier stuff. We saw the Meowgician. But Wiki doesn't even show it what it has when it's a cost or a large size. What's another critical spell? Survives on 1 health. It's just like a focus sash. Oh, an insta ping. So it increased its special attack. That makes sense. Nope, we got a match. Farming rainbow eggs, they give 8 times different ultra resistance. Oh, really? That's kind of crazy. So here we see the Almighty and then the little dragon guy. So if that's more or less a requirement to get that, it's kind of suck. Disruptive wave. I don't have any buffs, so let's. I guess selflessness counts as a buff then. Got a crit, but I think I just died to this thing because I can't knock it out here. Oh, I lived. Oh, but ooh, it's not enough. I'm gonna need to knock out the Almighty here and then hopefully put the snake to sleep. No, not a frenzied state. Critical spell, finish it. Yes! Oh, that one was really close. If you want to have a perfect team, you think it's best to go 2 times resist passives and 1 DPS thing or support. Yeah, that's interesting. It's just like, I thought that the way to go was going to be to have like 1 ability booster, 1, like you said, offense or supportive, and then I guess I'm just surprised that ability boosters probably aren't good, but if you can raise stats in other ways just by having like high tier fusions and maybe using seeds to raise stats, then I guess it makes sense. Don't understand anything about the combat system. It's very complicated. I had a slight background coming into it just because I played one of the other Dragon Quest games so long ago, and then just throughout the story I learned here and there what everything does. And then just like a couple hours of comp and all of a sudden it's just like, okay, well this monster does that and that monster does the other thing, and you kind of learn. It's definitely confusing if you don't have any background going into it though. It's probably just as much of a learning curve as Temtem. So hard to farm. Yeah, I tried farming eggs for a little bit just to get some of the egg exclusive monsters for fusions and stuff, and I gave up very quick. It didn't feel worth it. I was using Equinox as a debuffer, but it didn't seem to do anything. It's the horse, right? Yeah, it's... No, that's unicorn. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to know what the best strategy is. I'd be curious to see what some of the highest ranks in the game are playing. I kind of wish there was a spectate feature. Or I wonder if I could find like a Japanese YouTube channel of top ranked players, maybe with like whatever the equivalent of gold, platinum matches are in this, and just kind of see what they're playing, how their matches play out, if they have any agency over winning or losing, or if it's just kind of decided on matchup. Weird seeing all the actions go so fast and monsters attacking multiple times in a row. In general, if you see a large monster, know that it has a chance to attack more than once in a row. Small monsters, it's a lot rarer for them to be able to attack more than once. And yeah, the battles do go very fast. Like it's so hard to stall. Like I got stalled out by the gem slime. But my team is actually a fairly low damage team. It's more like a control team. It's not meant to do a whole lot of damage. It's just meant to sleep, confuse, and then kind of chip down my opponent slowly until I can nuke them with a sizzle or two. Annoying thing for you is just how hard it is to make a team. Large all have to have passive to attack twice and sometimes 3 times. Yeah. But I mean, like, at least it's not random on which passive they get. They always get the same specific one that is dedicated to them. It's like, so Flap Dragon here. He always has Tactical Titan, some performs 2 or 3. So he always attacks twice, sometimes 3 times. I didn't even notice that personal grudge too. That's lame. Everything has personal grudge. Why would they put such a strong ability on like everything? Ugh. But I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're looking for something like if I was looking for a Craggle user because I wanted something that happens at the start of next turn, I have to click on every single monster and be like, alright, do you have a crack? Nope, you're Frizzmeister, alright, on to the next one. Rashvac, whatever, Frizzer again, it's not Earth. If I click on something that looks like it might be an Earth type, Face Invader, yeah, he's got a Cragger, so he could be used as an Earth type carry. Alright, then what's his wisdom like? Wisdom is really low, so it's not worth it. Alright, we got a match though. King Metal Slam, why would you use that over Jewel Slam? Very different. Well, yeah, I just don't know Metal King's traits offhand. Could Crackle. Spell Reflect, I forgot about that. I guess I can't put the middle guy to sleep. But it's just like, why? Why am I not able to? Does he have... Yeah. Does he have sleep resist? How much is resist does he have? Because I'm practically immune and I was still getting put to sleep. It was just like I attacked him like 5 or 6 times there. He didn't get slept or confused, for that matter. And I'm supposed to have a crazy high chance for both. Oh. Yeah, let me check the. So who's this guy? Does he have? Yeah, I mean he has a resist to both confuse and sleep, but it's fairly low. It's only 25. Is immune really 100? Let me check, because I know I'm... So apparently immune is actually only 50. This thing has 125 in dark, so I wonder if this is the, like, it absorbs dark or like it heals him, or it's actually an immunity. Is this thing immune to electric? Light? I guess I don't really know. You think 100 is immune? Do I have a talent to boost it? I didn't think so, but maybe. I'll check after this. I'm probably gonna get outsped here. I'm pretty sure Damsel flies faster than, yeah. Alright, put the main guy to sleep, that's good. But now I'm faster and I'm attacking and woke him up. So it's just kind of like, that's not great either. The Craggle. Just triple casted, so I just lose now. Oh, the multi-attack randomness is just frustrating too. He's got 3 attacks again? Alright. Let's check out. I click give up, I don't know why it's still waiting on something. Yeah. Okay. Does this thing have an increase? Craggle? No, it doesn't. It makes it much easier to cast critical spells. Sometimes performs 2 or 3, so it has the potential to cast 1 even. So it has the potential to cast 1 and to cast 3 twice. Oh, I guess sometimes casts the same spell twice. That's what it is. So technically, it can potentially cast 6 times in a row. Yeah. It's just, I really like the systems in this game, but there's way too much luck involved. Let me check if I have an immunity on the rabbit.
Thanks, babe.
Or a skill tree that allows me to take less damage. Yeah, because like none of these are like passive abilities. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Because I mean, I'd assume strong is 25 resist, very strong is 50 resist, and then immune is 100 resist. So maybe it's just the wiki that's wrong. Definitely could be. But even then, like, how much does, say, Ultra Crafty Sleeper reduce that resist by? How much does Sleepy Touch do it? That's the kind of stuff I'd like to know. Because, like... Ultra's 25. Slight ones seem to be 10. So it's like a 1 in 3 chance. But I have 2... I can either confuse or sleep. So it would be like a 70% chance to inflict one of the two. That makes sense. So I just... I have an agility ring right now. I could change that. I have granite chin because I think that increased resistance to being stunned, but it doesn't help all that much. Just personal grudge still stuns the stupid thing. Personal grudge is it's a guaranteed stun. There's no way to avoid it. If there was actual monsters that were immune to stuns or traits so that you could get around that, that would make things so much more interesting. The fact that there's just something that you can't do anything about and it just eats your turn. Delayed Craggle ignored it. That's the only thing you've seen. I'm gonna have to look into if Hold Fire does, if other delay moves do. Because, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this thing, like, it has the chance to cast like 6 times or whatever, but and it probably has insane wisdom as well. 800 seems higher. Snipe Vine's wisdom, just for curiosity's sake. Pass it. It's actually only 680, even though mine's like over 1,000. So whatever. So yeah, it's probably like 5 stars in wisdom. And you just give it Craggle, and it can cast. So this is probably the best Craggle user. That's probably why it's so high ranked. I was wondering if I could look and see if there was something like Face Invader for the Ultra Crafted Cragger. I don't know if this makes up for the lower wisdom that this thing has. It's also got Magical Moment too. So I mean, they're both in the same rank, so it's probably just used for the same purpose. Hard to say if one's better than the other. What's this thing doing up here? Komodo? I haven't seen this used yet. Insta Excel, Strong Starter, Frizzer. So I guess it's just a really fast fire nuker. It's kind of fun. I'm surprised I haven't seen this yet. I guess the problem is that, like, yeah, it has that, but Kafrizzle probably just does like 600 damage to a single target. So why would you use that when you could use this thing and then cast Craggle on everybody 3 times in a row? I don't know. So I mean, if I was to use this same core again of the horned hair or spiked hair, the gem slime again, I'd probably replace Snipe Vine with the Craggle user, or maybe I'd look into the Hold Fire guy. I'm not sure if the Hold. I don't know anything. I can't look up Hold Fire and really. I don't know what the thing hardly does besides outrageous damage. I don't know if it scales with attack, with level, with off spells. Well, what's even the fusion tree on this? Yeah, this is an awful fusion tree. This is terrible. This would take me ages to fuse. Because, like, I have Snipe Vine, my Grandpa Slime would take my Gem Slime, and I gotta make an Emperor Slime, which is Diamond Slime, and that's just to make one of the. This has to be one of, if not the worst fusion tree in the entire game. Convoluted. Horrible. I guess he's got Ultra Crafty Frizzer, which is probably why he also gets value from Hold Fire, because it's a fire elemental damage. And being able to... So if it is at, like, a higher priority on the second turn than... Higher priority on the second turn than Selflessness. So you can potentially stun all of your opponents on the second turn. It could be really valuable. It probably is. It's probably almost the only way to go. Things even got self-heal with meditation here. It's not a whole lot, but it's there. Oh wait, even Rando Panic? Yeah, okay, so this thing's actually really strong. Ah, that's frustrating. So basically, if I wanna get... Oh, I was covering up the chat. 4 of him is your scouting team. Each have around 1400 wisdom. Gotcha. Play some League with a friend. Thank you, Ninja. Have a good one. One of the last monsters is almost worse. Most of the late game monsters aren't very good because they have bad resistances and traits. Yeah, I saw the resistances and it was really weak. It's just not impressive. This is like 25s, 50s. So it's very vulnerable to... It's not super vulnerable to sleep, but yeah, it's going to get confused. And I think when we fought it earlier, it got confused. But it's more like, this thing's just meant to be a damage nuker. So if you can give it the space to get off a Hold Fire by putting your opponents to sleep and confusing, then that's probably what you gotta do. Look up large Machu Picchu. Yeah, sure thing. Monsters. Beast, I think it's a rank A. Machu Picchu. Why did it... It's leading me to the wrong page. It's, bring me to the Muriel. Now, what if I try it on this thing then? No, that's the... Okay, hold on. I guess this thing. No, what?! It's completely broken. The stupid wiki. I feel like he's OP, but haven't seen anyone use. Why? Everyone uses them. Alright. Finish the match first, then we'll try and look up some more stuff. So I'm not sure what Corvus is doing over there. I haven't seen that a whole lot. Just the guy on the right. Middle guy is the dragon, is the strong electric attacker, and the left is like the best support in the game. At least one of them. Alright, nice. We got the triple sleep. Huge, huge, huge. Why? See, that's so stupid. What? It makes me not want to click selflessness. Maybe maybe this team would be better without Gem Slime. Maybe I don't need selflessness. Maybe I just need to outspeed my opponents. Alright, we're just gonna accelerate and defend while I'm stunned. Because they're both sleeping anyways. At least the dragon didn't revive the archer. That's true, that's weird. I thought it was a 100% chance to do that. That is really important though. I guess I could even like... ping... Sandstorm... He's sleeping, so can't. Oh, I actually didn't even think about that. No, don't. No! Why did you attack? You weren't supposed to attack. Waking that thing up sucked. It's not supposed to do that. Also, apparently you can't miss Lightning Storm. Yeah. It still gets to attack. That's worse. Yeah, I didn't put it to sleep, so I just lose now. Yep. I was like, I'm not doing any damage to this thing either, which is lame. It must just have insane resists. So I have more kills than him, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to survive. I'm not sure how well I'm able to do that, but we're gonna try. We gotta survive a couple more turns, which is gonna be tough. He's actually got a strong attack on that thing too. I was not expecting that. I should have just clicked spam meditation. I didn't think he would do that little damage. Yeah. He must have ran out of MP.
Me?
I'm not sure how expensive Kazing is as a move. Oh man, we really got demoted. God, it's just... I don't know why I didn't do any damage to his dragon. It's just like all of the damage boosting options I have on Snipevine are just useless. No, he was the one that had the insane light resist, right? Yeah, I just... Best monsters. Yeah. Yeah, he has the insane light resistance. What's his defense stat? Because that was the other way I was trying to deal damage. It's like his best stat. So I guess that makes sense. I definitely have to, I definitely have to swap out Snipevine. It's just it's not viable. It doesn't seem like. I thought it was kind of good. It was all right. It's not good enough. What's Corvus do? We saw it. And I didn't even know what it did. Rando Panic, just whatever. Debilitator. Okay. Wizardly Waft. So it's kind of like a support. It's got debilitating. Not super sure. Magic Burst? Oh. Probably meant to just kind of survive a couple turns to be a support and then a Magic Burst. Or maybe also just to spam Lightning Storm because you can just build full tank and then your Lightning Storms will do a whole bunch of damage since it's based on the user's level. Snipe Fighting was one of the 5 you made as well. Yeah, it's. I mean, I like it. Its design is awesome. You'd think it would be super strong, but when you're the main carry in the game has an insane light resist. I bet you have a light resist too. It's not all that strong, but it is there. This dude has a slight light vulnerability, which makes sense, but you'd expect it to be more. It's almost like they tried to avoid too much of a type chart system, like in Pokemon. You know, they don't want like a water, grass, fire sort of triangle. So even though I use my light moves on a super evil guy that's practically immune to darkness, it just tickles him a little bit more. Just a little bit. You're saying if we could get the Machu Picchu, it's... A lot of these links are just completely broken. Not so macho. Maybe I can get it from here. No, it still ain't working. Yeah, I don't know why it's just broken like that. Kinda sucks.
Babe, how you
By putting
doing?
Magic Burst in a Snipe Vine since it's a light attack, but it caps at 600 damage. What? That's... Then there's all these hidden caps. They don't tell you anything. Like, where does it say that? We'll try one more match, and then I'll probably call it. It's just... I'm a little bit frustrated. I had a lot of hope. I thought that this team, like, would be really successful. Like, in the quickfire matches, we had 29 out of 30 wins. I should probably always use Acceleratal on Snipe Vine turn 1. Funny, you see all these monsters in PvP doing 999 damage, 30 mana. And Snipe Vine has 2 light magic passes, drops 600 mana. It's, yeah. Double hustle dance, great. Yeah, it's weird. It's like the damage boosting traits don't do all that much. I would have thought they would be huge and super essential. That just doesn't seem to be the case. The main damage dealer's asleep. He's probably just gonna spam Hustle Dance a few more. Nope, he actually used something else. I was not expecting him to attack. And we got to sleep. He's just spamming Hustle Dance though. I'm getting lucky, I'm not getting stunned though. Yeah, I was too fast. I needed, yeah, he finally gets 2 hits off and I just get wrecked. So like Hustle Dance is kind of interesting. It's random on healing, but it's so strong. The less units you have, the stronger it is. Because he knocked out one of my units, I'm just gonna lose here, even if I was able to buy time till the very end. Frenzied state. Double frenzied. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting, but it feels really bad having little to no agency over winning or losing a match. Like I lost pretty bad there, and I bet if I beat the exact same comp earlier, and I bet if we watched him play more matches, he would probably also have around a 50% win rate. I feel like a lot of comps just have very. I feel like the game's more matchup fishy than Temtem is, which is kind of tough. I think I'll probably give it another try at some point, but that might be a little ways away. I'm probably just gonna take a break. Maybe see once the meta settles down quite a bit more. Maybe once there's some better official guides to explain how things work and mechanics, so I can really understand what's going on with stuff. It would have been a lot of fun to be part of the more experimental period of the game. I tried to finish the game as soon as possible, but I still also wanted to stream it, which kind of held me back. And I'm still in college, so I still have a life. Because like we already got a full established meta within 2 weeks for this game. It looks like, and there's very little counterplay from what I can tell. Seems almost like a lot of guesswork. Not that it's not awful. It's a bit out of my taste personally. Tried playing 10 hours a day early on. Tried PvP once, the meta was already there. Really. I wonder if people figured out a lot of stuff in the beta then. I'm not sure how detailed the beta was. I also heard that people were playing like the last entry of the series, like Dragon Quest Monsters 2, in Japan for like the last 10 years, 13 years, since whenever it came out last. So they kept up with it. So if a lot of the traits are the same, I wouldn't be surprised if the meta really didn't change and everyone was just like, oh, well, find whoever's got Collective Punishment, find whoever's got Ultra Crafty Sleeper, and the Personal Grudge. Because that would make sense. If it was kind of along those lines. I don't know though. So it'll probably be a while before I do my next Dragon Quest stream. Try and get a genuinely like good team, even though I kind of thought we were close with this. So it is really disappointing to invest time in a team and realize it's garbage. But yeah. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.